Hundreds of new board games get published every year. Most are released, they circulate for a while, and then they reach a saturation point and the game never gets reprinted. This is not one of those games. Splendor is what we like to call an evergreen game. Since it was originally published in 2013, it has seen 49 editions in at least 12 different languages. Splendor has stood the test of time and will live in infamy as a new age classic. So like we do every day here at Great Oaks, we're going to teach you how to play. Players take the role of Renaissance gem traders, racing to 15 prestige points by collecting gems to acquire developments and influence noble patrons. The player who builds the most prestigious and successful gem empire will take the victory. So let's get to it. These are the development cards. Separate them into 3 decks based on their backs: level 1, 2, and 3. Set them out like this and draw 4 cards from each deck and place them next to their respective decks like so. These are the gem tokens. These are the gold joker tokens, and these are the noble tiles. The number of gems and nobles in the game will change depending on the number of players in the game. However, all of the gold tokens will be used no matter how many players are playing. For a 4-player game, you'll set out all of the gems here, sorting them by color, and 5 random noble tiles. For 3 players, remove 2 gem tokens from each of the piles and set out 4 random noble tiles. And for 2 players, you will remove a total of 3 gems from each stack and set out only 3 random noble tiles. This number that you'll see on the top left corner of some of the cards is called prestige. This is your goal. Collect 15 of these to trigger the end of the game. Once that happens, whoever has the most prestige points will win. Each development card has a cost here and a bonus here. We'll go over what this means soon. The youngest player will start. On your turn, you'll do one of 4 things. You can take 3 different colored gems from the supply. You can take 2 of the same colored gems as long as there are at least 4 in a stack. You can reserve a development card and claim a joker token, or you can purchase a development card from the table or the cards in your reserve. At the end of your turn, you can only keep 10 gems in total. This means if you've chosen either of the first 2 actions to take gems, and this brings your total above 10, you must return gems to the supply until you have only 10 left. You can return any of your gems, including the ones you've just taken. If you choose to take 3 different colored gems, and there aren't 3 different gems left in the supply, you can take 2 or even 1 instead. If you choose to take 2 of the same gem, there must be at least 4 gems of that color in the stack before you do so. Otherwise, you may choose any of the 5 gem colors to take. The gold joker tokens are not available to take with either of these actions. When you choose to reserve a card, you can choose any card on the table. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can draw a card from the top of one of the 3 development decks. The 3 decks are separated by value, so level 1 cards tend to be the cheapest and the least valuable, and level 3 cards tend to be the most expensive but also the most valuable. Reserved cards are kept in the player's hand, limited at the most to 3, and not shown to the other players. Once you've chosen your reserve card, take the gold Joker token from the supply. This is the only way to obtain Joker tokens during the game. If you choose to purchase a development card, you can choose any of the face-up cards on the table or any cards you have in your reserve. Pay the cost printed on the bottom left of the card by returning the printed gems to the supply. Gold Joker tokens are essentially wild. This means each gold Joker token can be spent as any of one colored gem when purchasing development cards. Any bonuses on development cards you've purchased make future purchases cheaper permanently. For example, if you wanted to purchase this card, it would cost 2 white gems, 3 blue gems, and 3 red gems. However, if you have these development cards in front of you, it would discount the card by 2 white gems and 2 blue gems. This means that you would only have to pay 3 red gem tokens and 1 blue gem token to purchase this card. Place purchased cards in front of you stacked with their matching colored bonuses. You gain the printed prestige immediately, and the bonus can be used on your next turn. Once you've taken one action, your turn is over, and play continues with the next player clockwise. Noble tiles provide another way to gain prestige. At the end of your turn, you can claim one and only one noble tile if you qualify. To qualify for a noble tile, you must collect the development cards printed on the tile. For example, at the end of your turn, if you have collected 4 red and 4 green development cards, you can claim this tile, immediately gaining 3 prestige points. Keep in mind, qualifying for noble tiles requires that you collect development cards, not gem tokens. The first player to collect at least 15 prestige points triggers the end of the game. When this happens, finish the round so that every player has had the same number of turns, at which point the game will be over. The player who has collected the highest number of prestige points is declared the winner. In case of a tie, the player with the fewest development cards wins, and if there's still a tie, the players share the victory. And that's how you play Splendor. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Comment on this video with any questions or feedback, and we will respond as soon as we're able. Splendor is one of many family-weight games we have here. So come on in and try this and over 500 other awesome games like it at Great Oaks Tavern.